Good afternoon. My name is Rakshit Amba. I'm a certified dream builder coach with Life Mastery Institute. You made a great decision to be here today. My intention is that you leave here today knowing three tools that can help you achieve your goals and dreams even faster than you have imagined. That you will have greater clarity on what those dreams are and you will feel even more confident in the power that lives within you to achieve your goals and dreams. Now, to do this, I'll share with you a story will help us take the first step. A mother mouse was leading her three children through a house when all of a sudden they came around a corner and see a cat. The cat is about to attack. The mother mouse then says in a loud voice, "Roof, roof, roof." The cat gets scared off and runs. The mother mouse turns to her little babies and says, "That's the power of learning more than one language." Now, today we are going to look at the language of success. There's a pattern, a system, a way of doing things that create results you want. Once you consciously understand what this language is, you can apply it to any area of your life that you want to improve. Raise your hand if you have a goal you would like to achieve or some area of your life you would love to improve. Fantastic, that's about 100% of the hands are up. How many of you ever achieved a goal or dream in your life that when you first had that goal, you did not know how you were going to achieve it? That's about 75% of you. See, that proves a point that you are capable of far more than you know. What I have learned during this opportunity I have had speaking to different groups is that often our dreams are bonnet of challenges you're facing, and there are two growth signals. I'll talk about that in a minute. How many of you have a challenge you are currently experiencing? Some area of your life that's causing you pain, perhaps in your career, in your relationship, in your health, or with the amount of money you have, or lack of free time. Keep your hands up if you would really love to have that problem solved. That's about 90% of your hands. We live in a universe that speaks our dreams and goals to us through two growth signals, our longing and our discontent. The feeling of our longing for something we haven't yet created and feeling of discontent in the current circumstances. These feelings are what sparks us to grow. You can be pushed by pain or you can be pulled by vision. These two energies are pain, the pain of the problem, and the burning desire of what you really want are essential for creating new results. How to share my story? After 16 years in the US, I took up a new job as a research engineer, and in a few days into my new role, my boss comes over to my office, leans over at my desk and says, "Ricky, there's this rotten old machine sitting out on the floor. I want you to fix it and keep doing stuff with it for the next 5 years." I felt so stuck. I didn't know what to do. I looked at the image of the reflection of myself on the monitor and I didn't really like myself, where I brought myself to. That evening, Friday night, it was 2016, actually 17, I was alone in my office and looking back at all the relationships I made at work, at family, at what my career has brought me to. It wasn't pretty. I made a decision for my life that I'm going to change. I decided I was going to do whatever it took. Can you see how powerful making such kind of decisions can be? I really knew that I wanted to help people in a way to use my experience of my story. And and I had worked enough with machines. I came to my email and I saw this program that can turn dream into reality, and then soon found Life Mastery Institute and fell in love with what they're all about. I enrolled and went through a rigorous training process to become certified as a life coach in Dream Builder program. And right after the process, during this process, I also signed up as a healer because I was going through healing sessions myself through a healer called Emotion Code, Body Code, and I saw great results in my health. So I personally applied this proven system to my life. Now I'm living my dream as a transformation life coach. I absolutely love my life, and I would not be here today without the Dream Builder program and the Emotion Code. Now, what is your big dream? Imagine how you feel when your dream becomes a reality. In the Dream Builder program, there are 10 principles that will skyrocket your results. Success, when you apply them to your life. Today, you will learn 3 of these principles that you can apply right now to help you create a life you absolutely love living. So if you are in for a possibility of creating something even more amazing for your life, touch your heart and say, I am in. If you just said, I'm in, does that mean for this moment on all your dreams will come true? Of course not. It's the first step. Here's my promise to you. I'll give you everything I can in 30 minutes we have together, and at the end of the presentation, many of you want to take this information further and integrate into your life, and I have a special gift for you. For that, you are going to love, and I'm going to give you at the end of this presentation. Now let's learn how to expand our awareness for success in the areas of our life that matters to you. There are 4 domains of life in which we experience our results: health and well-being, love and relationships, vocation, and time and money freedom. Each one of these show results in your life, and they have results in your life. These results are getting in your life in these areas are perfect reflection of your awareness in these areas. So let's expand your awareness together by studying the pattern that creates your results, or what I call the results formula. The formula looks like this. Your thoughts cause feelings. Imagine, I've lost my wallet. What happens when you think that thought, I've lost my wallet? You feel fear and stress. Then when you think the thought, it's in my pant or jacket, you check it, it's there. What happens when you think that thought, I've found my wallet? You feel relieved. Imagine the thought, you have got a hard date on Friday night. What would happen when you think that thought? You would feel. What would you feel? How would you feel? Excited. When you think limiting thoughts, you feel limited, right? When you think expansive, confident thoughts, you feel more confident. Your thoughts literally affect your physiology. Feeling cause actions. Your feelings are expressed into your actions. When you feel confident or energized, you take different action than when you are feeling depressed, frustrated, or sad. Make sense? Action cause results. It's our actions or lack of actions that create our results. Follow me. Thoughts cause feelings. Feelings cause actions. Your actions cause your results. There is a law of cause and effect. This is it. This is the law of cause and effect. Yet most people don't get this. Most people look at the results. They look at their circumstance, their conditions. They call those causes. Actually, they call them their B causes. I can't start a new career because I'm too old, or because I will lose all my benefits. I can't find the love of my life because I'm not young enough, thin enough, attractive enough. I can't because. The true cause of all our results is right here, your thoughts. Your results are caused by what you have been thinking. So if you want to know what you have been thinking, look at your results, because your results never lie. If you want to create new results in your life, then you must begin by looking at your thinking, where your thinking comes from, and how your mind creates a thought. Some people resist this concept. They don't like that their life is a result of their own thinking. Yet it's absolutely true. This brings us to the first secret of dream building, which is designing a dream. Without a vision, people perish. It's a famous proverb. Without a vision, people perish. So what do you want? What do you love for your life? Now write this down. Clarity is power. Without clearly defined blueprint, you cannot build a dream. Just like you must have a clear blueprint if you want to build a house, the same is true with your dream. When you become clear on what it is you really want in your life, you begin to see opportunities, circumstances, resources that you would have otherwise missed. So let's design the blueprint of your dream and let's make it crystal clear. Consider the 4 domains of your life: health and well-being, love and relationships, vocation, your time and money freedom. For our purposes today, choose one area that you would love to improve the most. You're going to unlock the imagination with this simple question: what would you love? Imagine like you did when you were a kid, where nothing is impossible. No dream was out of reach. Dream big. Notice that this is very different compared to what do I think I can do? What does my current situation says I can do? What do other people think I should do? For a moment, just lean into that question. What would I love for my life? I'm going to take you into the process called the time machine. Imagine you're getting into a time machine and travel 3 years into the future. And 3 years from now, everything you wanted completely worked out. Take a pen and sheet of paper across the top of your page, write, I am so happy and grateful now that ... In a moment, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write down what you would love in this area of your life. Suspend your urge to figure out how this result is going to happen right now. This is simply what you would love, as if someone gave you a magic wand, ta-da, and you could create exactly what you want. So dream big here. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine it's 3 years from now. All challenges are solved. Consider what would you love for your life? What great things are occurring to you? If you couldn't fail, what would you love to be doing? What experiences are you having? Who are you with? See it. How does it feel? Feel it. Now open your eyes, take 2 minutes, write as much as you can, paint a beautiful picture of the life you are imagining. Your time begins now. Down. Nicely done. You're on your way. This is the beginning of designing a life you would love. I know you might not know how this dream is going to happen, and that's okay for now. Great dream builders are willing to suspend the need to know how at the beginning of the process. And don't worry, we'll get there. Now that you have the start of a clearly defined dream, let's move into principle number 2. Deciding for your dream. Best-selling author and renowned life coach Bob Proctor says this. There's a single mental move which you can make in a millisecond will solve enormous problems for you. It has the potential to improve almost any personal or business situation you will ever encounter. And it could literally propel you down the path to incredible success. We have a name for this mental activity. It is called decision. You must make a firm decision for what it is you want before you will bring your dream into reality. No new process can begin, no new path can be forged until a decision has been made. But once you make a firm decision, even in the absence of perfect condition, a whole manner of things begin to occur and rush to aid for the fulfillment of that decision. Would you like to hear firsthand how this works? Listen to the story about Judy, a single mom of 2 kids who went through the Dream Builder program. Her situation was most likely very different from yours, yet the steps she took are exactly what you can take to achieve your dream, no matter how big your dream is. Judy didn't have much education. She worked in a fast food restaurant during the day and did alterations as a seamstress at night. She lived in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment with her 2 children. Her dream was to have a home for her family. Judy came across a program like this one you are in today. She decided that if she was ever going to change her life, she would need support. So she took a huge leap, made a decision for her dream, and enrolled into the Dream Builder program. This was a tough thing to do, but she got up her courage and made a decision to change. She told her coach her dream was to own her own home, but she only had $500 a month for rent. She believed there was no way she could ever buy or even rent a house for $500 a month. Her coach asked her to describe the house she dreamt of, but Judy had difficulty doing that. It was a struggle, but eventually Judy did come up with a description for her dream house. Whenever she told the coach exactly what she wanted, she would then say, "But I only have $500 a month. I can never get this. It is impossible." Knowing how dreams can come true, Judy's coach said to Judy, "Now that you have a mental picture of the house, go out, look for it." Judy thought this was crazy and told her coach, "I only have $500 a month. I can't get a house for $500 a month." The coach encouraged her to look anyway. After 2 weeks, Judy called her coach and said excitedly, "I found my dream home," and added sadly, "But it is $900 a month rent and there is no way I can afford it." But if Judy had been on her own, that would be the end of it. And To this day, she still might be living in a tiny one-bedroom apartment. Her coach, on the other hand, knew the language, the mindset, and the questions to ask. So the coach asked Judy, if you didn't know it was impossible, you really thought there was a chance, what would you do? At first, Judy couldn't accept this premise, but after a week or so, she thought, okay, what would I do if I thought it was possible? And she got the answer. She would write a letter to the owner and explain her situation. In her letter, Judy described 40 things she could personally do to improve the home if the owner would provide the materials. If she could rent for $500 a month. 3 weeks later, she got a call from the owner. He said, I don't know why I'm doing this, but something in your letter just won't leave me alone. Here's the deal. You sign a contract outlining what you will do every quarter. I will let you live in the house for 1 year for $500 a month. Judy immediately called her coach and told her with a giant big smile on her face, we are moving in 30 days. I will have my dream home. Isn't that a wonderful story? Let's give Judy a big hand wherever she is now. The story doesn't end here. Over the course of the year, Judy did everything she promised the owner, and within 3 years, Judy owned the home. Her dream had come true, and she learned a new way of thinking thanks to her coach. The new way of thinking also got her a new career. Judy started her own home-based business and got to spend more time with her children. While her income soared, her life had a whole new meaning. What about you and your dreams? What about you and your dreams? It starts with making a decision. It starts by saying to yourself, today is the day I'm going to be going after my dreams. Today is the day I say no to the doubts and reasons that it won't work. I say yes to the possibility and opportunities. Today is the day you are going to suspend beliefs in conditions and instead believe in the power breathing you. And to really do this brings us to Dream Builder principle number 3. How can you handle fear? What I mean by befriending your fear is doing the thing you really want to do even when fear rises up and tries to stop you. Make fear your friend. Great dream builders require the ability to suspend knowing how and taking action in the absence of all the answers. When we decide for the dream, there's a part of us that says yes, and there's another part of us that raises up and says, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. Or the voice that says, well, who is going to do that? How are you going to do that? You have never done that before. Who do you think you are? You don't have what it takes. That voice of fear, it's a part of you that wants things to stay status quo. Often fear disguises itself as a practicality. Fear won't say, I'm here to kill your dreams. It's too smart for that. It will say, I'm here to keep you safe. I'm here to make sure you never have to experience that level of pain again. I'm here to make sure you don't get embarrassed. It's a voice that says, now is not a good time. Wait until later. You don't have the money for that. It's irresponsible. You don't have the experience or credentials. Who are you to have this dream? And it's the part of us that asks, what if you fail? Okay, what if I fail? How many of you had failures in life? We all have. When we were babies, we started out as non-walkers. As non-walkers, you rose up and you fell down. But what did you do next? You rose up again, you fell down. When you were learning to walk, never once did you think to yourself, well, that's it. I guess I'm just not meant to be a walker. No, you rose up and you kept going, and finally you became a walker. Something happens when we become adults, right? We stop giving ourselves permission to fall down. If we fall down in business, we say, I guess I'm not meant to be a business owner. We must befriend our fear. Give yourself the permission to fail enough to succeed. So often we see super successful people and we don't even consider where they started and how many failures they had. Great dream builders do this. They fail and they try again. TV star Oprah was fired by television executives, told that she was not fit for TV, but she rose up and kept going. Academy Award winning movie director Steven Spielberg was rejected from the USC Film School 3 times, but he rose up and kept going. Disney founder Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. What if Walt Disney believed in that failure? What if he brought into that idea that he lacked imagination and had no original ideas? Then we would have never experienced the blessing of all the amazing Disney films or experienced the magical amusement parks, right? Fear and failure are prerequisites for achieving great dreams. So the voice of doubt questions you. When it does, asks you, what if you fail? Let your response be, bring it on. I might fail, but if I do, I will rise up and keep going and I will succeed. One thing you can do today, how we give power to the part of us that wants us to move forward when we are hearing the voice that wants us to stay the same. There's a whole process to this. I take my clients through in the Dream Builder program. For our purposes today, I am going to give you one thing you can do. Ask the question, what is one action I can take that would move me in the direction of my dream? Then take that action. Take a look at what you have written down as your dream. What is one action step you can take that would move you in the direction of your dream? There absolutely is some action that you can take to start moving towards a life you would love. So what is that action step for you? Make sure to write down at least one action step and then put a date by when you're going to take that action step. Progress is more important than perfection. So taking even the smallest step towards your dream will make a difference. Like when Judy went looking for that house, the key is to do what you can with what you have from where you are. The choices and actions you take today are ultimately who you become tomorrow. Now, these are just 3 of those 10 steps to Dream Builder program. Were they helpful to you? If the answer is yes, shout out yes. As promised, I have a gift for you, and then I will close with a powerful thought. But first, let's quickly recap what we have covered. We have learned that there is a language, a pattern to success, and when you use it, your results naturally increase. You learn principle number 1, designing your dream. You must have a blueprint of what you want in order to achieve it. And the clearer your blueprint, the more power you have. Principle number 2, the power of decision. You must decide for the thing you want in the absence of knowing how, like Judy did with her home. And you learn principle number 3, befriending your fear. You see how fear and failure are prerequisites for greatness? And you must befriend your fear and shift your paradigm if you are to achieve your dreams. And here's the gift I promised you. It's a special gift for those of you who are really ready to take action on your dream. I carved out some time each week for strategy sessions. These are 30-minute phone or Skype or Zoom conversations where we get clear on exactly where you are, what you would love to create, and the next most important step you can take that will move you in the direction of your dream. All right, this one-on-one session is valued $250. If you are ready to invest in achieving your dream, your next step is having a strategy session with me at no charge. I have about 10 number of your name, email, your phone number, and the area of your life you would love to improve. And if there are no more time slots with me, put your put your information anyway, so that if my schedule opens up, I can give you a strategy session as well. Make sure to do that before you leave this hour, because sessions fill up and they fill up fast. Judy once sat where you're sitting, dreaming of a home, yet knowing her $500 a month rent budget made it impossible. Never in 100 years she could imagine that in a few short months she would be in a house, not in a tiny apartment. In 1,000 years, Judy couldn't have never imagined that in just 3 years she would own that home. Yet her dream came true. Because as a dream builder, because she was a dream builder, and so can you. Remember, as we end this webinar, know that what is inside you is far greater than any challenge you're facing. You have incredible power within you. This is your moment. Today is your day to take bold action. And know that I believe you can. I'm cheering on. Because as a wise philosopher, Goethe says, at the moment of commitment, the universe, people, conspires to assist you. At the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you. It's time to make that commitment. It's time to make that commitment. Let me help you achieve your dream, to be a dream builder. Thank you very much.